A few weeks ago, I went to MerMagic Con and frankly had a mermazing time. This con is not super far from my home, and I attribute a lot of my growth as a mermaid to experiences I've had at MerMagic Con over the years. This year was pretty amazing. I got to meet and reconnect with fish from all over the country, and some of our favorite Canadian merfolk made an appearance as well. I had a pretty awesome photo shoot, and if you got to see my gala outfit, that was just so amazing. And Society of Fat Mermaids got to do really cool things. We had a small meetup on Sunday. We had a panel discussion. I feel like we try to elevate our booth every year with our vending, and this year was no different. It was an incredibly intense weekend, but I felt like it was worth it. Saturday night at the gala, I knew something had happened to upset the Blixunami. However, I didn't get the opportunity to speak with them then. Watching Blix's video, it really moved and upset me. Hearing about them being blocked from getting into the gala triggered all of my anxieties about the police, and also all the questioning I have as a Black woman of a certain age about whether or not I want to bring one more Black baby into this world, and if it is a safe decision to do so. As Blix started speaking up, I started hearing commentary from other Black merfolk and a few merfolk of other races as well, mentioning how they don't feel particularly comfortable, welcome, or safe at MerMagic Con. It breaks my heart that this place that is so magical for me does not feel that way for other people who look like me. And so, for this reason, I absolutely stand with the Blixunami. I want to see MerMagic Con be a space that is more welcoming and a safer space for BIPOC merfolk. For those of you who are not BIPOC, I don't know if you know how hard it is, specifically as a Black person. I mean, I can't speak to any other lived experience because that's my lived experience. It is very hard as a Black person to do certain types of hobbies. Like, when you have an interest that's outside of a certain cultural expectation, people within your own community can tease you and make fun of you. And if this is a lifelong passion, you may have been getting a certain type of negative energy just for wanting to be a mermaid or enjoying something else that's a little more artsy your whole life. And so it takes a certain amount of bravery and a certain amount of passion to step into a majority white space because you love this thing enough that you're willing to be what my mom would call the fly in the buttermilk. And I've had a series of interesting hobbies that were, mostly where most of the people who do it are not Black. And throughout my lifetime, I've had to make that choice. But even deciding to show up is somewhat of an act of bravery and takes a certain amount of effort and vulnerability for Black folks. And I don't know if those of you who are not Black realize that. Because MerMagic Con is my home con, I know the folks who run it. And I've been talking to them, and it's like, hey, this needs to be addressed. This needs to be fixed, but I know it can't be fixed. Like, you can't undo what happened to Blix. You can't undo how other people felt in the past, but I have definitely encouraged them to look into DEI training and to reach out to the community about how to make that convention a safer space. I do not want Black merfolk, Black aspiring merfolk to not be able to have the great experiences that I've had there. And so it's gonna take work, and I know it's not gonna be a quick fix, but I want to see MerMagic Con do that work, because I want us all to be able to go be the happy fish, just exploring their dreams, having fun and connecting. And I don't want folks to not have that opportunity and experience. So I stand with Eric. I want to see MerMagic Con get it together. I believe that MerMagic Con can get it together. I do not think that they're going to be perfect, because these things are never handled perfectly. But I do want to see this space improved so that we can all continue to connect and swim together. I love you all. I love how dedicated we all are to making the larger world and our mer world a safe and magical place for each other. I think that is really, really awesome. And yeah, I'll see y'all online.